Well, coming up this August is an exciting celestial event. We're going to have a solar eclipse. You have them every so many years. I guess if you're not a science geek, it's not so exciting. But if you are, this is kind of a cool thing. Now, a solar eclipse is a little different than a lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse you can look at. You can look directly at it and you're fine. A solar eclipse, on the other hand, you can't look directly at because you could seriously damage your eyes. And I'm not going to get into the science of that, but basically, yeah, don't look directly at the solar eclipse. There's glasses you can get with special filters. I think you can even use a welding mask if you have one to look at it safely. Check up on that. Don't take my word on that without looking that up. But there's another way you can do this. If you can't get special glasses, or if you just want a fun project to do, I'm going to show you a simple, inexpensive way that you can watch a solar eclipse at home. And it's a very simple procedure. All you're going to need is a good-sized box. I got this little Continental box. Not quite the ideal box that I was looking for, but it'll work. You'll need a white sheet of paper. You can use copy paper. You can use construction paper. Just make sure it's a white sheet of paper. That is going to be your viewing screen. You'll need a pen. Either a glue stick, or in my case, I get some two-sided tape. I don't recommend using, the balls of glue because it might be kind of lumpy if it doesn't go down nice and smooth. Some packing tape, and a box cutter or a utility knife. And I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very simple. Okay, first, you got to get your box, like I showed you. I really would have preferred maybe a little long, flatter box. And one with a lid that with flaps meet in the middle, but this is what was available to me. So I just kind of modified it to make sure the holes are covered up. And there were like little holes here, so I took some black electrical tape. You may not necessarily have to do something like that, but basically you want to make it so so light can't get in through any like holes. This hole's fine. And you'll find out later why. However, if the flaps close, it would be a little simpler for me. Okay? So, first thing you want to do is, you're going to take your white piece of paper, and you're going to pick it into the box on the inside, and you're going to fasten that piece of paper to that inside, not the outside, on the inside. You can use your glue stick or your two-sided tape. So, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to fasten it. I'm going to put it right on maybe this inside here. And this is where having the regular flaps is a little easier because I take this together for convenience sake for the video. But if you have flaps, you can just open it up. So you're going to tape that or glue it inside of the box. So once you get your paper on the inside of your box, like I said, I get it on this side. It might, just for convenience sake, you might want to take your pen. This isn't the main use of the pen. This is just a tip to help you out. Just mark this side with an X, just so you remember which side your screen is on. Now, on the opposite end of the box, near the top, take your hole, take your pen, punch a hole through. And it really only needs to be about the diameter of your pen. Make sure it's a nice clean hole. You don't want any debris blocking it. Oh, I almost forgot. You're also going to want a towel. Thicker than this is just something I had in the room with me. You're going to need a towel, and again, I'll show you why you need that. Okay? Now that you've got your hole, and you've got your paper, you're going to cut a hole in the bottom of the box. So not this part where you have the hole, no, there on the bottom. I know my box is upside down, but you're going to cut a hole just about big enough to comfortably fit your head through. So you take your box cutter and we're going to cut that hole. Oh, and kids, and if you get kids, make sure that you supervise them or just cut it for them. You don't want them hurting themselves. Okay, so you tape the flaps down the box. You cut a hole, and then you cut a hole in the top and the bottom, just big enough to fit your head through. So it's about like that. Use your box cutter utility knife to do that, and you want to have it kind of towards the back, away from the end you put your piece of paper on. You have a little room. Okay? Now, you have your viewing device. And to use this, all you have to do is you face your back to the sun, or whatever you want to see, because it actually will work for more than just the eclipse. But you want to face with your back to the eclipse, and you want to put the part of the box with the paper on it facing forward, and you're going to put the box on your head, and then you're going to take a towel, and you're going to wrap it around, just safely, around your neck, to make sure that you block any light from coming in down here. The only place you want light coming into the box is through the hole you made with your pen. And when you're done, like I said, you can put it on your head. And I made that hole a little smaller than would be ideal for me. But you put the box on your head, like so. And you wrap the towel around your neck, block the light. And if you did everything right, you'll see on your piece of paper, which is your screen, you'll see an image of the sun and your eclipse on that piece of paper, on that little screen you made in there. Okay? It's going to be inverted, but it's a circle, so, you know, who cares? And that is a nice, it is a very effective, inexpensive, simple way that you can safely watch the solar eclipse on August 21st. And you can make these for your kids, and you go, and the parents, and you go out as family, and you can all enjoy the eclipse together. Like I said, this little device can also be used for fun at other times, because basically when you put this on your head, as long as you get sufficient light in the room, whatever's behind you will appear on this screen upside down. So how does this little device work, you may ask? Now a lot of you can probably figure it out, because it's pretty simple optics, but if you haven't, I'll give you a little rundown on how it works. So basically, the way we see things is we don't actually see a thing, we see light reflecting off things. Or in the case of the sun or light bulb or fire, you see the light that's emitted from the thing, or your television, you know. But basically, we're seeing light. Okay? That light reaches our eyes, gets focused on our retina, and gets sent to our optical parts of our brain, and our brains process that, and we see an image. This kind of works similar to that. Okay? The light coming off the object comes in, and you probably can't even see the hole from here. Goes through your little hole. Okay? And the light rays go into the hole, and then because they went through that little hole, they're going to cross, and when they hit the paper, you get the image of what's behind you projected upside down. And because you're just getting it through this little hole, and what you're getting is a soft reflection on a piece of paper, you can see that eclipse safely without, burning your eyes out and then having to get an assistant dog to help you find your way around. So, yeah, fun little project, again, families can do it. You can do this with your kids. It's real easy, just go down to the supermarket, get yourself a box, or, you got a box that you got from Amazon in. Yeah, you can use that. Just make sure it's big enough that you can get your head in with a little clearance so that the light going through this hole doesn't get stopped by, your head. And yeah, so give it a try. August 21st, try it out. Have some fun with it. You get to watch the eclipse and maybe, have a little fun with it afterwards. Kind of have an eye in the back of your head that you can, see upside down things behind you with. Again, it won't necessarily work like you're not going to see it like in a dark room like this room. You wouldn't really see it that well in because, it's not like bright and sunny. But if you go outside on a nice bright day, or like I said, during an eclipse, you'll see what's behind you. It'll be a little fuzzy. It won't be like, it won't be like a television, but you'll be able to see it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, try it out. Let me know in the comments how it worked out for you. If it didn't work for you, something probably went wrong because I've actually done this before. So I know that this works. So if it doesn't work, it might just be that you're getting a little too much light in. Just kind of look for places around the box where light might be seeping in. Make sure that, you know, there's no light getting around your neck and your head, getting in the box that might be making it not work. Because again, you want it to be pitch black inside the box, except for the light coming through that little hole. You know, make sure that little hole's nice and clear, you know, that the cardboard you push to the side isn't blocking the hole, stuff like that. But yeah, have fun with it.
Oh, look! I can see trees and houses. Ooh. When I see the camera, do I see the camera? Yes, I see the camera. I see the trees and the houses. Yeehaw. This is fun. Oh, look at me! I can see all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Hope I get the camera aimed properly, so you can see how this little thing works. Let's see, get some trees behind me. I don't know, I think I'm too high for you to see that car going by. You'll probably think I'm insane walking around with a box in my hand. But you should be seeing things in my neighborhood upside down, assuming, like I said, I've got the camera facing the right way. I can't really tell from outside the box, but I hope I've got it positioned properly. I did this like 3 times before and I kept getting positioned wrong. Okay. Okay.